Hello everybody, welcome to another tarot reading. My name is Amber and this is Earth the Indigo. I hope that you are doing very well today or tonight or whenever it is that you are tuning in to this reading. Welcome back, returning subscribers, new subscribers. If this is your first time tuning in, this is a timeless reading. If I say things like he, she, masculine, feminine, I am talking about energy. Also, somebody had left a comment about the light. I turned it down as much as I can, so hopefully it's better for you, but I can't do very much about the glare. So I'll try to make sure that I get it into focus for you guys, but let's go ahead and just jump right into this reading. We are going to start off with some zodiac signs and see what comes out. Holy cannoli. Okay, there's a lot. So give me 1 second because they all went on the floor, because that's how we roll. Okay. So starting off, we have Jupiter, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So we could have Sagittarius could be a significant sign. We also have the number 18, which would reduce down to the number 9. Which could be the month of September. We have Leo with the number 5. These could be life path numbers as well. If your sign doesn't show up here, don't take that as meaning that this isn't your reading. It just means you didn't need confirmation from these signs. Please do also take in consideration that these could be people you are dealing with or energies you are dealing with. Doesn't necessarily have to be people, could be energies. But 5 could be May as well. And then we have Saturn, which rules Capricorn, with the number 19, which would reduce down to the number 1 or 10, which could be January or October. We have Virgo with the number 6, which is the month of June. 6 also is associated with the planet Venus, which rules Taurus and Libra. So those signs could be significant as well. Then we have Neptune, which rules Pisces. We have the number 21, which would reduce down to a 3. So the month of March. We also have air. So air signs are going to be Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We have the number 25, which would be 7, or the month of July. And then we have Uranus, which rules Aquarius, which we got with the air energy. So strong Aquarius, also the number 20 or 2. And then we have the Sun, which rules Leo. So double Leo and double Aquarius here. Also the number 4. So the months of February and April could be significant. I'm just getting like really pulled to this Neptune card here. So I feel like somebody could have strong water energy. Neptune rules talks a lot about like fantasies and dreams, and for some it could even be like delusions. We also have the Trident here. Somebody might like mermaids. Somebody might really in particular like The Little Mermaid. Maybe that was a childhood movie of yours, because her father is King Trident, who's kind of like Neptune, right? And I don't really know. I can't really see if this is a mermaid on here because I can't really tell. To me, those look like legs, but I'm not really sure. I'm just really getting pulled to this Neptune card. So we'll get more into that. But we are going to get into the tarot now with the Witch's Tarot and get some... see what's going on here. So we have the 5 of Wands. Well, that's always fun to see in a reading, isn't it? So this talks about conflict, fighting. This could be with other people, could be with a group of people, and the 5 of Swords. Damn, y'all. Ouch. Okay, what is going on here? So we do have a whole lot of signs that came out here. So for some of you, you could be dealing with a group of people, because there is definitely a group of people here on this 5 of Wands, and I always get the impression that they are doing some sort of spell work against somebody else or another group of people, but that's what I'm always getting. They are definitely doing a spell together as a group. There's an offering here. There's also this ant, which talks about hard work. Ants are also, you know, their hive mind mentality, so their team, it's like a teamwork, collaboration thing. And then we have the Five of Swords. So this is kind of warning too against like deceit here with the Five of Swords, because this person is trying to sell this person some knives. But the thing is that this person's trying to sell these knives at a higher cost than what they're worth, you know? Like, I don't really know anything about metal, but like, let's say these knives are like steel. He's trying to sell them as being steel, but they're really like, I don't know, whatever's weaker than steel, iron or something. Maybe I got that backwards, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like that. So maybe for some of you here, there's some sort of like a collective illusion. Interesting. There's peacocking too, because there's a peacock here, and then on this person's hat is a peacock feather. Now I read recently that for some people, peacock feathers can actually be they can be for protection, or they can also be like bad luck, like you're not supposed to pick them up or something along those lines. Somebody here could have a peacock feather. That could be a sign of like or confirmation for you that this person is involved, or that this is, you know, could just be confirmation for you. Somebody, like, this is kind of weird, but somebody might like do something at like a zoo, or maybe like work with animals in some way. I'm just kind of like really getting like a zoo sort of a vibe. Maybe going to maybe that's how you met these people or something like that. So, the bottom of the deck is the crone. Now this is strength. Again, it's Leo energy. So I just kind of like this, because we got the hive mentality going on with this ant, you know, like that kind of an energy. I just kind of feel like there could be a ringleader here with this group, and it's possible that that's what this crone is. The ringleader could be like an older figure. Maybe this is like a family situation, and it's like a parent, and then these are like the siblings or kids or something like that. Obviously these would be adults, not these would be like adult children, not, you know, not under 18. Could also be like, I don't know, like it could be a school for some of you, or like something like that, some sort of it could even be work. You know, we have the world tree. For some of you, this could be on social media. This could be some sort of like a I don't know, collective. I was gonna say a collection, like a collection. Like, is this person, this kind of weird. That was kind of weird energy there. Like this person is collecting people. We've got another 5. 5, 5, 5. 5 of Pentacles. So this could be, for some of you, there could be a group of people, and there could be like some sort of a ringleader, and they're trying to like ice you out, or somebody that you know. For some of you, this could be like some sort of a weird collective energy too, that I don't really want to like tap into, but I guess we'll read on it if it comes through. So can you tell us more? I'm gonna keep this out. We're gonna keep this crone out over here. Let's actually talk about the crone. Okay, who is the crone? Let me fix this. There's a helicopter going by, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear that. But it's pretty loud for me sometimes when they go right over, so you might hear me pause and talking, and that's why. There could be something here to do with like maybe these people are like in some way they're keeping an eye on you. I kind of get this feeling like it has something to do with like school, like maybe like you knew these people from school, or you're learning something together. For others of you, it's like on social media, like they're watching you on social media. This is weird. Let's talk about the crone. Who is this crone? This crone could be a Leo, or an Aquarius. Aquarius? Whoa, that That sounded weird when I said that. Just because those two came out. And then, you know, strength is Leo. Let's talk about the crone. Who is this crone? Three of Pentacles. So, yeah, this could definitely be somebody. This could be something at work. Maybe this crone is the boss. Could be like some sort of an institution as well. Maybe a learning institution. We have the Page of Swords here. And we have the Ten of Cups. This person could, they could be doing something at night. You know, this could be something to do with, like, some, this is kind of interesting, but I'm just kind of getting this Page of Swords here as being this crone when the crone was younger. There could have been some sort of, there could be some sort of a family wound here with this crone. Like, maybe, and I'm saying crone because that's what it is. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be, like, an older person. Although I do feel like this person is older, at least energetically, from this group. Which we are going to talk about the group. But I think with this person, there's some sort of a wounding from when they were younger. There could be something about you that's triggering this wound within this person. It could have had something to do with, like, a broken family. Either, like, their family when they were a child. Or, like, some sort of, like, divorce that they went through as an adult. Or something like that. Maybe it's not necessarily, like, a divorce, but, like, some sort of, like, a family break. There could be something here to do as well with this person where maybe they kind of like, maybe they come across as being like more knowledgeable than they really are. There's also this kind of feeling of like they didn't learn. I just keep getting like the dark arts, you know, and I can apply that how that resonates for you. I'm getting it as like Harry Potter, you know, like I just keep getting like Professor Snape and like how Professor Snape really wanted to teach the dark arts. And I know that like he ended up being a good guy in the end, but for a really long time throughout the book series, I obviously read them and I watched the shows, or the movies, but for a really long time, you think he's the bad guy, you know, and he does actually work with Voldemort for a while. So I don't really know why we're talking about that, but again, it's like it's a school. There's something here to do with like a school or an institution. This crone is teaching these people something. That's what it is. This crone is teaching these people something that she learned, or they learned. I'm saying she because it's a crone, and then this person here on the Page of Wands is a female. It's something that they learned when they were younger. They could have learned it from like their family. It's something that they've kept secret, that they only do at nighttime maybe. For some of you, there could be something here to do with a child, with this person's child. Because we have this little child here, and then we have this otter. And I don't know if you've ever seen like an otter with their baby, but they're like really cute and protective. But sometimes the otters lose their babies in the water. There's just like this weird, I don't know. Weird's not the right word. That's just the word that came out. It's just, I'm not used to picking up on this kind of an energy, but that's just kind of what I'm feeling. Like there's something here there's something that happened in this crone's past. This crone is teaching these people something. There's something about you that bothers this crone, or about whoever this reading is for you, that bothers this crone, because it triggers something in them, something that they can't have anymore, something that they lost. This crone could be older than you. Let's talk about the Five of Wands. Who are these people? The Standing Stone. Very interesting. Because it says harm none, right? On the Standing Stone. Harm none, do as you will. Which is basically like, don't be a dick and do whatever you want, right? But they're not doing this correctly. These people don't believe in karma. Is that what that is? Oh, is this a group of people who don't believe in the rule of three? All right, y'all, listen, believe what you want, okay? Really, I'm not here to, like, judge anybody or push my beliefs on anybody, but I believe in the rule of three. I believe very strongly in karma. But I do know that there are people out there who don't. And they think that they can do whatever they want, and they're not going to get any consequences, and that is just really not smart. These people could be doing something with spiders. You could be experiencing something with spiders, or for some of you, these people are, there's spiders around these people, or spiders, there could be something with spiders here. There could be something here to do with Athena or Loki as well, or even Ananasi for some. That could be you that is associated with those. Spiders talk about creativity. They can talk about webs and cycles too. Like catching things in your web. Tell me more about the standing stone, please. Somebody could be a Libra. We have the Lord of Shadows. This is death. Now don't get scared, all right? Don't get scared. We have Scorpio energy here. Death and rebirth, right? Endings and beginnings. Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this could definitely be somebody in your family. Two of Cups. This could be an ex. For others of you, there's the Sun. There's Leo again. There's definitely Leo here. All right, but here's the thing. The Ten of Cups, or excuse me, not the Ten of Cups. The Sun, we have the Ten of Swords right underneath them. These people, I think you know who these people are. I think you've been betrayed by them. For some of you guys, like seriously, this is karma right here that's watching them. I'm not trying to laugh, but like really it is. It's like, you know, come on now. I'm just gonna leave that there. For others of you, this could be an ex, and this could be maybe like their family or their cronies, their flying monkeys, whatever you want to call it. For others of you, this could be your family, with the Ten of Pentacles, and then we had the. I thought we had gotten the Ten of Cups. Maybe I'm just making that up, but with the Ten of Pentacles here, or excuse me, the Ten of Swords here, there was a huge betrayal. The Sun is definitely, again, very strong Leo energy. This person could be really vain, this crone. Oh, this crone could be jealous of you because maybe they have an insecurity about aging, about being a crone, being considered a crone now. Maybe this person considers themselves to be a cougar. I don't really know. Apply how it resonates for you. This person's not listening to their intuition, though. I just pulled them in the middle of the deck, and we have the Nine of Wands, Six of Pentacles as well. This person's not listening to their intuition, and they're not very giving. They're not a very nice person. Maybe they pretend to be. The Sun is a blessing, though, coming out, even though we've got all of these, other things. The Sun is coming out here to remind you that it doesn't really matter what these people are doing, okay? Because like whether or not they believe in the rule of three, or they believe in karma, or they believe in whatever, higher power, or whatever you want to call it, you can't do that kind of stuff and get away with it. That's just not the way it works. It's called balance, okay? The scales, okay, look, what do we have here? We have scales, right? They have to balance out. They have to. And so, you know, I'm just going to leave it at that. They're definitely putting in more poop than gold, you know, we'll say that. Yeah, this is craziness, but I really think that the Sun here is telling you that you are protected from it. Doesn't really matter. These people can do whatever they want to do. They can try whatever they want to try, but it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna work because you're divinely protected, and karma's watching them right here. It's literally, this is an ending to it. You could have put an ending to this entire situation. You could no longer be talking with these people. Yeah. I just think it's like, I wonder if this crone is like your ex's new person and they're jealous of you. For some of you, that could be the case. But I don't really think it matters, to be honest with you. It really doesn't matter, because whatever they're doing, it's ineffective. They're like, you know, they might as well just be doing it to themselves. Except what they're doing, they're gonna get it back times 3. So at least, and that's my belief. So, you know, to each their own. But all right, any final advice before we end this? Yeah, look, we've got the Ace of Swords and we have the Four of Swords. So I really think that you are resting. You're done with this. You're taking a break from this. There is divine clarity coming in here for you. Maybe for some of you, maybe you'll witness their karma, or you'll be made aware of it in some way. I think that, though, honestly, like, the advice right now for you is just to, you know, just keep living in the moment, trusting your intuition and resting. I really think that that's, like, important, whether that's energetically or physically or both. You know, it's taking a rest, taking a break. You don't need to worry about what they're doing. You don't need to worry about it, because, you know, the divine is watching it. The divine's got it. Karma's got it. Don't worry about it. Just rest. Just rest and trust your intuition. You have a new beginning here. There's a new beginning coming in for you. Something that you've probably been working hard on with the Eight of Pentacles. Something that maybe you feel like you're very close to completing. Yeah, with the Knight of Wands. Something that you're very passionate about, that you've been working towards. It's very close to coming to fruition here. We have the Battle Wagon as well. So for some of you, there could even be travel. Before I started filming this, when I sat down and actually pushed the play button, an airplane went by, and I had to wait for that to go by. And then we had a helicopter as well. So for some of you, maybe you actually are traveling and you're going on some sort of a vacation, because the swords... the atoms or the swords, that's air energy as well. So maybe you're like actually going on some sort of a vacation physically, where you're actually having to like get on an airplane and travel somewhere. Or maybe, you know, it's just like a mental vacation or a staycation or something like that, you know. Maybe you travel for work and you're staying home now. But yeah, there's also something here, like I'm being really drawn to this dandelion. And my daughter calls these wishes. You know, so for some of you, maybe you've got some wishes coming in here. There are 3 of them taking off, and there's still 2 that are stuck here. So maybe you've planted a few seeds, and like some of them are coming in, and there's some more that are like maybe about to. You know, but it's really beautiful, I think. It's a really positive way to end all of this, especially considering it got kind of heavy there for a second. All right, so let's get some signs from the stars and see what other information we can get. Okay. So the first one that we have is wolf. So somebody could really like wolves. Somebody may have a dog that looks like a wolf. Then we have roses. We have necklace. Maybe somebody has a necklace, like a wolf necklace. Maybe it's like a tooth, like a wolf tooth. Is that a thing? Maybe somebody has a shark tooth. I just got from, what was that movie? Shark bait. Ooh, haha. Okay, getting distracted here. It could be roses too. Maybe somebody's necklace is roses. For some of you, maybe there's something about like this crone and a necklace. Maybe this crone has a necklace. Okay, now I'm getting from Alice in Wonderland, painting the roses red. Maybe there's some sort of like an evil, like a Queen of Hearts energy with this crone. Interesting. Maybe they're like Alice in Wonderland. Look, we have hearts. Maybe that definitely could be that. Queen of Hearts. We have lightning bug. Or firefly, depending on where you live. So definitely something being illuminated here. Especially with lightning bug coming out. Because lightning bugs illuminate the nighttime, right? So let's get an angel number or 2. Okay, we'll get one. We have 101, starting over. Intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. Yeah, I think that I think you're done with this. With these people, I don't think they're done with you, but I don't really think it matters. You know, they can battle a brick wall if they want to, you know. I just got I don't know if it was Family Guy or American Dad, but it was something about like Ronald Reagan beating on a wall. I don't even know. Some random cartoon thing. Anyway, they can, you know, argue with the wall if they want to, but it's really, they're not hurting anybody but themselves. You know, because you're done and you're highly protected anyway. So even if they wanted to, they couldn't touch you. They couldn't hurt you. So let's end this with a note from the universe. And then I want to say thank you all very much for taking time out of your day or night to hang out here with me. I do hope these messages were helpful and they resonated, or that at the least you were entertained. If you did like them, you know, let me know that you do by hitting that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you would like to see my new videos when they come out. I am trying to be more consistent with putting them out. So yeah, that's what I got to say about that. So let's get into these. The first one we have here is an unmistakable trait of every true genius is their persistent awareness of how much more there is to know. And an unmistakable trait of every true sage is their persistent awareness of how much more there is to love. Loving you more today than yesterday, the universe. If you let me count the ways, we'll be here forever. So I take that as meaning like, no matter what, you never stop learning. You know, you can be the smartest person in the world, but you still have things to learn. You know, and then again, on the same thing, as far as spiritual learning goes, you know, you could be the most spiritual guru that there is, and you still have things to learn, you know? So it's like, it's just a reminder that, you know, nobody has it all. Nobody has all the answers, you know? And everybody's here just learning and, you know, going about in their own way, and we're all at our own level and working at our own pace, but, you know, we're all here, and it's also a reminder, too, that you are loved. You know, in case you forgot. And then here we have, if you could actually stand in someone else's shoes to hear what they hear, see what they see, and feel what they feel, you would honestly wonder what planet they lived on and be totally blown away by how different their reality is from yours. You'd also never in a million years be quick to judge again. Just saying, the universe. Not to fret, they'd wonder about your planet too. I was literally just talking about that in yesterday's reading. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. It is the one that was posted right before this one, but I was literally talking about walking in somebody else's shoes. So, you know, these people, and that was talking about an ex, so this could be, you know, I don't think that the crone is the ex. That's not the vibe that I'm getting. It's possible it could be, but I don't really think that. I think it's more likely that this crone is this ex's new person, or maybe like this ex's mom, or I don't know, something like that, a friend or something like that. But they know your ex in some way or another. But this one right here, like whether or not this is an ex, like this is such a powerful message. Like I really like that this card came out. It would have been awesome if it had come out yesterday, but anyway, the last one we have here says, what if the only guarantee you received before jumping into the big pond of time and space, apart from your thoughts becoming things, was that once you emerged from it, you'd miss it? Chickaboom, the universe. It's like everyone has a choice. Either be totally flipped out, awed, overwhelmed, and tickled by the day-to-day splendors of time and space as they're revealed, or be floored by them in hindsight. So, I think that's just kind of like a reminder to just be grateful for the amazing, wonderful things that we have. And we get to experience by being, you know, humans and being on this planet. And even though a lot of it doesn't really make sense and is stressful and silly, like traffic and, you know, getting old you know, I have a few pointers. If you know the divine is interested, I have a few pointers. But I think we all have a few pointers. But at the end of the day, you know, it really truly is a wonderful experience and blessing. And I think a lot of us take that for granted. And you know, I think that's what I'm taking from that message. But that is all that I have for you guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful day or night or whenever it was you were watching this. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.